Hello everyone, it's Heather here to do a book haul. I'm putting this in the title, a collective book haul, because these are books I've been accumulating over the past couple of months. I don't really like to do book hauls with like 3 books because I'm like, I don't really want to edit that, so I like to wait till I get a whole bunch and then show you. So I have not bought all these recently. They have just been accumulating, and now it's to the point where I'm like, I need to do a book haul before I forget which ones I've already videoed and not. So yeah. Okay, so the first book I got is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. It is about a girl named Cinder, I think. Yeah, Cinder. She is like a technological weird person. Like, she has been a mistake. She's like a cyborg or something like that. Like, I guess she has like, you know, robot parts as you've seen in that. Anyway, I guess since she's like a cyborg and stuff, she has she can fix things very easily. She just is the most sought after mechanic in Beijing. New Beijing, I believe that's where she lives. Yeah, New Beijing. And then the prince comes to her, I'm so bad at this, Prince Kai, and he wants her to fix this android for her before the ball. She's a stepmother, and her stepmother hates her, and she also has a half-sister, and her half-sister becomes infected with this plague that has like wiped out the US or something, and her stepmother hates her. She's blaming Cinder for all this. So Cinder decides to be tested for this plague, you know, volunteers her body for the plague and to see what phases it goes through and all that stuff, and for research and in honor that no one has survived. So she's putting herself up for a big deal, and I think this book is just going to uncover all that. I've heard amazing things about this book, and I'm hoping to get to it soon. We'll see. My book schedule's been kind of crazy lately, so I don't know. The next book I got, which I'm very excited about, is Bittersweet by Sarah Ockler. I love the covers. Sarah Ockler always has those simple covers that I just love. This is about a girl named Hudson, which I've never heard of a girl named Hudson. I've heard of guys named Hudson, but not girls. It's a cute name though. But she has just given up on things. She's given up on second chances. She's given up on dreaming, and you know, that's just how she is. The Radar by baking cupcakes. Sorry, that's my dog. Baking cupcakes at her mom's diner and obsessing over what might have been. And then a cute boy comes along, and she starts to think and all that stuff, and you know, it's getting some things going in her. It looks like a very cute book. I'm hoping to get to this soon. I'm gonna say about all the books. I'm hoping to get to this soon, but I need a request, people. I have, when I look at my bookshelf every month, I have no clue what to read. I'm like, so please request. If there's any books you see today or any of my book hauls, go to them and watch them. If you please watch them and tell me what books I need to read, because really, it really helps me decide what I need to read monthly. So you should do that. Like, you should stop watching now and go look at my other ones and tell me what books I need to read. But you can finish this one first. The next book I got, which I'm super stoked about, is Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver. Love Delirium. It was an amazing book, and it left me off in such a cliffhanger. Like, I was like, you really gonna end it like that? Why would you do that, Lauren? But I'm so excited to read this. I'm not going to tell you much about it because I don't want to ruin it, because some of the books I got today are sequels, so you should definitely read Delirium for sure. And the next one I got is also a sequel. It is Devoted by Hilary Duff. This is a sequel to her book Elixir, which I liked. I thought it was pretty good, I'm going to admit. I love Hilary Duff, and I thought I was going to not like her for her books, but I liked it. I'm pretty happy I liked it. This is just a sequel to that. The only bad thing about this is I have the first one in a paperback, and then I have the second one in a hardback. Don't you hate that? It just screws up the order of your bookshelf. It's just really like, because I like to keep things very, like from tallest to shortest, That just messes me up. The next book I got is Reckless by Cornelia Funke. I mainly got this because I know the artsy girl 12 loves it. A boy named Jacob Reckless, that's his last name. He's always, ever since he was a child, he's been escaping to this hidden world through a portal in his father's abandoned study. Over the years, he's made a name for himself, like as he keeps things, he just finds things, he keeps them, enchanted items and secrets and all that stuff. He's made enemies, and Jacob's little brother follows him through the portal. Then his little brother is infected with a curse, which sucks, and a curse that is transforming him into a goyle, I believe. It's a ruthless killing machine with a skin made of stone, so Jacob's got to deal with that, and you know, his brother's gonna be like a bad guy, so it's gonna be a very hard book. It looks very adventurous, and I have not read a really adventurous book in a while, so I'm really excited just to read an adventure book because they just get your blood boiling. You're just like, what's next? What's next? Not blood boiling, I mean like heart going. Is that right? Heart rate? I don't know. The next book I got is one I just picked up at Walmart and I saw it and I had to have it, and that is the Hunger Games Tribute Guide. Yes, yes, yes. Because when you like a fandom, you gotta collect everything in it. It's just how it is. This is just a book about, you know, it shows each one of the tributes, and most of them are unknown names. We got like Rue, we all know her, and then we got Katniss Everdeen, of course, and then it's got just some cool like behind the scenes stuff and all that. I'm getting so geared up for the movie. I'm going to the midnight showing, and I'm dragging my husband along with me, and he's kind of iffy about the Hunger Games. He's like, and I'm like, you don't even know how adventure, like, I'm like, every time that preview rolls, I'm like, that person, like, right there. I'm like, right there. That's when the action starts. Like, people get killed right then. He's like, okay. I'm like, you wait and see. You're gonna think this movie is awesome. Like, anybody else have a hard time convincing their friends / spouses that this movie is gonna be great? Because it is. I can't wait. Are any of you going to the midnight showings? You should. I think it's really fun going to midnight showings. I just love being around fans who love the same thing you do because it's just amazing. Like, I always go to the, sorry, it's gonna be a rant. Always rant. I don't know why. I always go to the Harry Potter midnight showings, and I did, of course I did for the Deathly Hallows Part 2. My husband usually goes with me because he loves Harry Potter and because he doesn't want me to go alone to a midnight movie. He's protective like that. But, he couldn't go this previous time, so I brought my brother, and so the next day, on the day it was, like, you know, officially released, Friday, I took him that night, and there were some really big jerks in that movie theater. I cannot believe it. They were, you know, joking on it, and I'm like, you know, if you don't want to go see the movie, you don't go see the movie. There are people in here that want to see this movie and really like it. So I just really can't stand that. But when you're at the midnight showing, people appreciate it. They're there because they want to see the movie. Why else would they be there at midnight? But it's just something about the midnight showing, you know, when you have fans that like it instead of these jerks that just say stuff. Get out, jerks. You paid for your ticket. You're gonna ride the ride, you know? Jerks. End rant here. Moving on. I got another sequel book because this book all is just nothing but sequels, it seems. I got Hallowed by Cnythia. I'm super excited to read through this. Maybe I'll get to it soon. I don't know. We'll see. The next book I got is Angel Burn by L.A. Weatherly. It's about a girl named Willow who she has a gift. She can look into the future and know other people's dreams and hopes, their sorrows and regrets. So basically she can know everything about you. She has no idea where this power comes from. She just has had it all her life. She doesn't know where it's come from. But this assassin named Alex does know where it comes from. He tells her that her powers linked to dangerous stuff and forces beyond her control, and I think it's all about maybe she falls for this guy. She thinks she's figuring out where her power comes from. It looks very good. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I already know it has a sequel out called Angel Fire. Yeah, Angel Fire, which is right here. So yeah, we'll have to see how that is. So I don't know why I got it because it's such a huge book. Like, why do I pick up the books that are so thick? I just, ugh. Like, I don't even know how much they've... And I haven't even heard anything about it, honestly. I picked it up on a whim, and because I think it was, like, near Valentine's Day, so I got that heart mood. I don't know. I say a lot of weird things. This one is called Struck by Rhonda Stapleton. And look how thick it is. Holy crap, that's thick. I don't think I've ever read a contemporary novel this thick. Felicity, and no, not the Felicity you remember on WB. Not her. Not her. Anyway, Felicity believes in true love. That's why she applies to work at this matchmaking company called Cupid's Hollow. But when Felicity gets the job, she learns that she's not a matchmaker. She's a Cupid. And there's more than one of them, you know. It says in a side note. Works to meet her quota for successful matches. But with the school full of potential couples, so many can go wrong. So it's about, the premise of it sounds super cute. I'm just worried because it's so thick that, I mean, the text is kind of big. Like, I don't know how much you can write about a Cupid. I mean, I don't know. Have you, any of you heard this book and heard anything about it? 2 books are somewhat random books I got. I got them at that store I get stuff, so they were like $2, so whatever. And one of them I bought for the sole reason is I'm a photographer, and it's called Famous. If you see, it's a girl, you know, snapping a photo. It's about a girl named Jamie. She's all her life she's always wanted to take pictures of celebrities. So she becomes at 16, she's already on her way becoming one of the well-known paparazzi shooters, which I guess is a big deal. I mean, I don't know much about that side of photography, but those people are really ruthless when they come to getting celebrity photos. Like, I don't know. And I think it's about her meeting this rock star and I guess being invited to take pictures of her. I don't know, but I don't know much about this book either. I solely picked it up because it's about a photographer, so it could suck for all I know. And the last book I got, I won in a giveaway. I forgot by who. If I remember, I'll link it down below. And it is a sequel, and it is the sequel to Wither, and it is Fever. I loved Wither. I loved Wither a lot too, as much as I loved Delirium. They were both amazing books. So I'm super excited for this one because this one kind of left off on a cliffhanger too. You don't know where it's going to go with it, but I'm super stoked to read it. But yeah, so that was my collective book haul. Please tell me what I should read. Give me some recommendations. I would love to hear them, no matter what they are. Hopefully I will own the books, but you know, please recommend, please, because it helps me, because March is almost halfway done. I need to start thinking what I'm going to read in, what is it, April? May, yeah, in April. I need to start to think about what I'm going to read in April. And before I go on, I'm gonna just mention one more book I got from the library, because I can't really do it in my library haul because it's only one book. I might try to read it this month. You know. And for another update, I'm reading An Abundance of Catherines right now by John Green. I know a lot of people like it, but I'm gonna be for real with you guys. I'm not really loving it right now, and please don't hate me for that. I'm really trying to, but I'm just not getting into the book. You know, sometimes when you read a book, you're just not into it, and then you can visit a later time and be into it. That happened to me when I first read Harry Potter, so that may be the case with this book. So I mean, I'm gonna give it a 50 more pages, like maybe 25 more pages. If I'm not into it, I think I'm just gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm just not into it, you know? It just happened. Anyway, the book I got from the library, which I'm really excited to read, is Bright Young Things by Anna Godberson. And this takes place in the 1920s, about like flappers and stuff, and I love that era. I think it's a great time period. It's about a girl who is going to Manhattan to pursue a career in maybe music or acting or something like that, and she realizes it's not as easy as it seems, so yeah, so I'm excited to read it. Anyway, once again, comment with videos and books you want me to read below. I would love to hear. I love hearing reading any comments. And other than that, have a great, beautiful day, because the weather here is amazing, and I hope it's amazing where you are. Alright, bye guys!